Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to another pre-market game plan broadcast. Let's jump into it. We have a lot of opportunities like we did yesterday, so we'll have to be selective, find the best, and follow our plan. So, look at the big picture. Spies have broken up out of that daily range. There's still some traffic. Spies in the queue have broken up out of the little tight daily range here. It's pulling up back up to another level. So we'll see if price is able to break through, and if not, we may see another move down, like we saw earlier in February. So the good news is we have a lot of earnings out. We have a lot of solid news. So as we approach this level, it would be nice to break through that and continue to the upside and take advantage of some of this good news that's coming out on these stocks. So if the Qs turn around, you know, it's not it doesn't invalidate the long side for us. We have so many opportunities available. We're just gonna have to be selective and have discernment. Okay. All right. So good morning. As you're coming in on YouTube, let me know what you want me to take a look at. Those in the Zoom also the same. You know what time it is. Let's get to it. All right. So I'm gonna jump right into the plan. So we have at the top of the plan is Nvidia. So we traded Nvidia. Best trade of the small account challenge was on Nvidia so far. But of course, good news and bad news. Yesterday we took some losses before, but it ripped up, pulled back. I mean, it traveled. I think it ended up being something like a 3 or 4 hour trade if we would have held. Pulled back, bounced, pulled back again, bounced, and bought for the rest of the day up into the earnings report. Then earnings, we saw the pop, and then it just pretty much finished lower. Okay, so price is still strong. We need to see, like, within that first 15 minutes, what price does, if it's going to chop or if we're going to end up trending more. So we'll see what happens on Nvidia. All right. So we have a mean reversion idea on TTD. So this one could potentially revert. Earnings came out, and this one steep decline. It's just declining further, and with that news, this could offer a temporary, quick scalp mean reversion, potentially back up to this level. So this is probably a harder play for most, but just putting this out there with that steep decline on the earnings, we do have an opportunity to, if this starts to get bought back up, then we could have quick 1-to-1, 1-to-2 scalp opportunity. So we'll watch it for, we'll watch, between that, like the first 15 minutes. We'll see if it starts to form some higher lows, and if so, we could catch a quick opportunity there. All right, this is all fresh news first. RXT. So RXT, fresh news. We traded this. This was a good ticker for us this month. We traded back here, and the stair step. We had a liquidity trap here, popped, and then it started to short, and then now it's up again. The market has some memory. So earnings came out. It's forming this little range here. So we'll see what it does there. And another one is IONQ. So IONQ, fresh news. The quantums, man. We made a lot of money. We made a lot of money on the quantums 2024 throughout 2025. So they shorted off, and now IONQ is gapped up here out of that daily range and on earnings. So let's see how price holds up and if we get volume there. Same for QBTS, but QBTS looks a little weaker. It popped, and then it's underneath VWAP, so seeing weakness there. But IONQ is holding up pretty well. There's a cheaper ETF that we could trade for IONQ. So we see I'll get to like Krispy Kreme. We got Butterfly Network. We have a few options up there, but I'm just gonna cover my top, and we'll circle back and talk about a few others. All right. All right. Now let's talk about second day plays. So in regards to second, this one just wasn't. Yeah, I didn't cover because of that. But yeah. So in terms of second day plays, Circle was on our list yesterday, and it gapped up, and initially it sold. So we were looking at buying off the open. Initially, it popped up, failed, and then later on, it broke out and bought all day. So that was pretty strong. So I'll be looking for. Nice, Brandon. So Circle may give us this second day play. So I have that on the list, and there's a lower price ETF. I think it's CRCG, I believe. Okay. And all right, let's talk about some of my second tier ideas. Butterfly. So Butterfly Network. This one popped. Look at the higher time frame. Several rallies, pullbacks, rallies again. Every so often we get that spike of interest and volume there, and we had earnings report. We'll see how volume increases relative to the previous days, at the open. So if you see, we see that volume surging, has a high RVOL. It could break, if we break out these levels, above these levels, then that'll be the play for us. But I'd like to see us just kind of consolidate into that level, because it's shorted, shorted, made its back way. I mean, this right here, if you were trading pre-market, this was a nice little move back through VWAP. This some consolidation there. It's kind of grinded up, bumming and accelerated. Then it pulled back, pulled back. So I really don't want to buy into this level. I would like to kind of grind up into that level and then break out, or we break maybe in a retest. Okay. So plethora of opportunities. You have to just be patient. All right. Another is CELH, Celsius. Good morning to you also. All right. So Celsius breakout here, multiple levels on the day, multiple daily levels broken. Flat consolidation. We see prices kind of grinding up into the to earnings, and then we have the breakout here, and not a lot of volume this morning, inconsistent. So we'll see what happens there. All right, let me check. Oh, I accidentally typed that in the chat. All right, let me check on some of these names that you guys are putting in the chat. NTNX. Let me know what you want me to look at. We'll get to it. NTNX. AMD strikes AI deal in wake of Meta tie up. 250 million of Newtonic stock and provide up to 100 million in funding towards the joint engineering effort. All right, volume will tell us at the open. Some alarms here. I think all right, somebody posted Krispy Kreme. Yeah, I remember we traded Krispy Kreme back in, when was it? I used to love Krispy Kreme donuts when I lived in Atlanta. I was a kid, and I used to. I think I remember being in high school, or maybe just out of high school, going and getting a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts, a box, and clearing it out on the way home, like from the drive-through to the house. The hot and ready donuts. I cleared the whole thing. I'm talking about. I'm just driving. You know, when you were young. When I was young, man, I eat 2 boxes of pizza, whole dozen box of donuts. Yeah, it was bad. But so yeah, we traded Krispy Kreme back in 2025. It was a run up here on it was like a meme rally, and yeah, I mean, you know, let's watch it. Let's see. Sometimes the market just surprises me. All right, so currently pretty beat down, several levels broken, but it popped up into this resistance, and probably at the most get some scalps out of it. All right, okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump off the stream. I hope y'all have a great day. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. You know, it means a lot. You know, we switched over to stocks, you know, a few years ago, and you know, we build our audience with futures and forex and evals, and you know, I appreciate you guys just jumping over. For me, it was a big commitment to me committing to what I thought was most true, right, and having integrity. So, you know, I may not have the super huge audience. It may not be a lot of us on here, but continue to show up. We'll continue to grow, and just I you know, let's focus on stock selection. That's a huge piece of this, okay? And focus on following your plan. All right. Thanks for